we're going to work through an example of counting and probability, so keep watching. I'm Allison from Math Bytes, and we're working through an example of counting and probability. So here we go. 8 runners are entered in a race with 3 finishing positions. First, how many finishing orders are possible? In other words, how many ways can our 8 runners fill the 3 finishing positions? All right, so to figure this out, we're going to use the fundamental counting rule. So what we're finding here actually is our sample space, the total number of possible outcomes we could get. And we notate that as n of s. All right, so there are 3 finishing positions, and we have 8 runners. So how many choices do we have for the first position? 8. And once that runner has come in, how many choices do we have left for the second position? 7. And once that runner has come in, how many choices do we have left for the third position? 6. And the fundamental counting rule tells us to multiply those all together, so we get 8 times 7 times 6, which is 336. The next part of our problem says, runners A, B, and C are the top 3 runners in our race. In how many possible orders can they finish? Now we're talking about the number of ways a particular event can occur. And that event is our top 3 runners placing in the top 3 places of the race. So the number of ways our event can occur, and we'll write that this way, n of e, is equal to, again, we have 3 places, right? And we have 3 runners we're considering. So how many choices do I have for the first place? 3. And once that runner has come in, how many choices do I have for the second place? 2. And once that runner has come in, how many choices do I have for the third place? 1. And again, the fundamental counting rule says that we multiply these together. So we have 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to 6. That's the number of ways these 3 particular runners can finish. And the last part of our problem says, what is the probability that runners A, B, and C will be the top finishers in our race? So now we're looking for the probability of a particular event, and that event is that runners A, B, and C finish in the top 3 places. So the probability of that event is equal to the number of ways that event can occur divided by the total number of possible outcomes. And we found both those values in the previous parts of this problem. So the probability that this particular event can occur is equal to 6, that's the number of ways that those top 3 runners could finish, over 336. That's the number of ways that we can get different finishes when all the runners are considered. And when we reduce, we find that the probability is equal to 1 over 56. To learn more about this topic, watch our videos on the Math Bytes with Allison YouTube channel.